Apparently, as to like approach, yeah, technically like keeping watch, but these two are like overlooking
I'm a sneaky
this.
goblin. I
Yeah,
made it here. Let's see what I can hear.
overlooking this.
So, what do I
Is he
hear?
upwind or downwind?
And also a question: what languages do you speak?
Let's see. Let's see. Goblin, Common, Draconic, Celestial, and I think that's about it.
Okay, these ones are speaking in Giant. However, and in this case, yeah, you can make me a. Before you roll, I need to like think for a moment what the DC would be. Fucking hell! I
Yeah.
told you to wait for a moment.
Hey, I rolled. Just say.
But I had to figure out the DC before I saw the result because now I'm.
It works. It doesn't.
Hold on, because I think there is something described that.
I mean,
Visible creature. The modifiers. Terrible conditions. Okay, so definitely what you will hear is that the this group is not speaking in Giant. What were the other languages that you have? Sir, if you may repeat one more time.
Common, Goblin, Celestial, Draconic.
Hold on. Yeah, actually they would be speaking in common. However, with 17, because one, there's talks of the guards. There's also like howling winds, so you won't be able to like hear exact every word, but you can pick certain phrases or keywords. So trying to get a glimpse of what they are talking. Obviously, these two seem to be very confident, and they like lazily sitting on the like stone, not like cold pieces of debris of rock, while and they seem to be like very smug or even like superior, while the giant seems to be like angrily saying things and wildly gesticulate like hand movement. Fucking hell. And I probably should have made.
Okay, back.
So the right side is basically acting superior to the left, to the giants.
What in the fuck have I come back to?
Good question. Me being sad about the perception check, I suppose.
Don't act like you don't know, Donut. I'm sure you know everything already.
Yeah, what the hell? Hiding secrets from us again.
And I might as well, like, in terms of like the giant, he's a big, powerful, looky, chunky boy. That's his
I
like
thought you guys...
full art.
Sorry.
Either way, what does success here, despite all the noise
Okay,
and
so I
stuff
think
happening?
in terms of keywords, there will be something about a deal, wishmaker, our master, about monastery. And I think so. Yeah, like they clearly, you get a feeling that they are supposed to do something, and they are like not buying that, and this is like, fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking hell. Like it would have been a very tense negotiation. However, yeah, the other side seems to be not bothered too much, and at one point, when the Jarl, like, he scowls, he looks seriously irritated, and through the wind, like, you hear a shout, because they speak in common. So he says something along the lines of, yeah, you should remember your place, and something about power, and he takes a step forward, and then their disposition doesn't change. They just raise their arms, and you can give me another perception check. This is not to hear, but to see, if you manage to spot something else.
I'm gonna get a 15 and a 14 on the next one. I can really see it either way. So yeah.
Okay.
What happens to the giant?
You do not. The only thing you see, you cannot spot exactly
Yes.
the thing, but you swear there's like a glint, a small flash of light coming from both of them, and then new arrivals enter the room, and you will be able to see it without a problem. And the rest of the party, which is way back where, two things will happen. One, a terrible chill of dread will fall over this entire place, and around the same time, it was like around midday where you stumbled upon this meeting, and then a shadow falls over all of you. There's this giant winged creature arrives. And this gargantuan dragon with a heavy thud, with resounding crack, lands on top of this like slightly frozen tree and rubble, which crumbles beneath his sheer weight. And behind the other being, from beneath the ground, a terrifying creature, the one that you have already seen before, at least some of you have seen it before in person, also arrives. And despite the fact that the giant, the leader of this pack, looks like serious warrior that was hardened by many fights, yeah, even he takes a step backwards, and everyone else, like, there's this like freeze of all the talk, and the giants like seem to be tense and actually scared as they look with uncertainty upon this upon these beings. Yeah, one of the humanoids, which you can figure out that they are females, and while at the first glance they might look human, they have certain qualities that, yeah, they are not mere mortals. So yeah, another few words are exchanged. Something about remembering your place and who holds, about power. And then the only thing that this giant leader can do is snarl, snarl, grimace, and then just lower his head in defeat, and then he just grumbles something, which seems to be enough for the other two, as the other one approaches the first, and they part ways as they suddenly poof disappear. Everyone else, the creatures themselves, for a brief moment you do wonder if they're gonna just straight up attack, but after very few tense moments, the giant spectre, the giant shadow, slithers back beneath the ground and disappears, while the dragon, with another thunderous crash, lifts itself up from the ground, leaving a massive crack, and flies upwards, and then also disappears.
Mhm.
And then the elder will come to the here, and you'll see that the giants and the wolves that they trying to shake off this wave of fear. This begin gathering, and he switches to giant. So sadly, you
And
are unable to figure out.
yeah, success shuffles away. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, and after a brief moment, it takes about, he says something maybe for 20 seconds, and then they group up and they begin their march deeper into the mountains in a different way where you think you should be going. Because actually you do have a fucking hell track, and you believe that you're actually able to find the supposed place where the your potential some potential allies might be found.
Yep.
Okay, so you return to the rest of the party.
Well, there's a lot of glory to be slaying in those things you saw there. Mm-hmm. 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 Success just look. Success looks at the party. He seems somewhat eager. Uh, um, there were some. Yes, there were some big giants being spooked by small ladies, and well, they summoned these things. So, well, if we meet them again, I'm sure we'll meet those things again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there was a deal with the Wishmaster as well. Yes. Mm.
The who?
Wishmaster. I think we. There was someone. There was somebody who spoke that name before. Someone we beat up. I don't remember who it was, but he's been mentioned a couple times. Well, I say he because it sounds like a he. Wish mistress sounds silly, but you know that would probably what it was. Mm. Dun, dun, dun. Well, let's get out of here.
I want to try something.
Oh.
With a 23 knowledge history, what do I know about a Wishmaster?
I'm back.
But
Because I don't think we've done a history check on it before.
But yeah, that name already showed before. So, and I think I mentioned at the time that this is not a name that rings any bells to you.
Too ancient or not
like-
very important.
Or rather, maybe too fresh. But as a reminder to players, yes, the word Wishmaster already showed, I believe, when you were beating up the Golden Salamander tribe, back when you were saving the dwarf craftsman, Ulfgar. The kobold chieftain was raving about Wishmaster. Either that one or the Cursed Hook. However, with that
I think
history
they both
check,
did.
also if you want, both Azrak and Zixos can make knowledge planes check, actually. Alright. Okay, so rummaging through your, like, you know, doing a little bit of a brainstorm. I can tell you, and especially because you found that summoning temple before, that these two creatures, the spectral but also the dragon, the one that showed here, they are not normal beings.
Is any of us normal being?
And by that I mean they are summons, and more than that, they are greater summons. And you have, I didn't want to look up their abilities, but when they show that they do have auras with quite a long range, around 100 feet, about like a frightful presence, but didn't want to like slow it down. But Zixos would have also felt this
Yes.
chill, because those things are fucking scary, and you almost felt in the air the power that they wield.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, to players, because of the information that you found, I might give you.
Very present as a bastard, especially when you have a bunch of undead that for some reason aren't immune to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He's been playing Wrath of the Righteous as a lich.
okay. Yeah, where did I put it? Yeah, especially because of the information that you have found. So, these greater summons are... I mean, they have stats, so assuming you want to try, you may try, but they are absolutely not an encounter that is supposed to be for fair or even in range of your abilities. And because of the information that you have found, you actually able to figure out the information to you as a players about one of the victory conditions for this campaign. You do not know the name yet, but acquiring resources and information and being able to summon certain someone on the good side counts as a victory condition. And I think, actually I might also give another second piece of information to you. Obviously, characters know this, but it's simpler to just tell to you as players. The second victory condition, you already know that is fake. Meaning that potentially killing the supposed people who summoned these creatures will not dispel them. So killing summoners initially would have been mentioned as a victory condition, another one, potential. Yeah, but you have found already information out that it is fake.
What is fake?
Victory condition that, for example, if you decided, because now you saw the apparently two beings that command these creatures, these summoned creatures, killing them will not solve the problem. Killing summoners is a fake victory condition.
I mean, it makes us feel better, so you know. Either way.
Kill 'em.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it won't be exactly super easy because of who they work for. Because sadly, yeah, Zixos didn't have the exact good perception check, so he didn't notice what symbol they had.
Hey, that's what happens when you roll a 5 and a 4. Mm-hmm. Either way, I do believe we're done here. Onwards, towards the Giant's Monastery.
Right. After, I'm gonna say it will take a few more hours. It will be like very late afternoon. As you begin to take an approach towards something that, yeah, it's somewhat hidden. If you do not know the path, then it's kinda, you can see why this place hasn't been like invaded and sieged. Also because the terrain is absolutely a bitch to deal with, and the path, the narrow staircase carved into the rock itself, is not exactly wide. So that's the issue. Okay, let me copy and paste your tokens again. Why the fuck this map is not loading? Finally, thank you. Hold on. Setting things up. Okay, so as you've been approached, you do notice there's a structure that roughly looks like a monastery. It seems large enough, but it doesn't give you exactly the feeling that the giants themselves live in this. Certainly not the frost ones. They were going completely different direction. And as you begin your approach, actually, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't copy the description of this. Ah, fuck.
Right.
Five-minute break. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Hold on, I just need to like Google on the Pathfinder SRD. Yeah, because that's the one. And then... Alright, this creature, I need to open another PDF. Give me a moment. Fuck, where would we be? Oh, and yeah. We'll have to figure out another music. For now, I'll use that. Fuck. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so that's 22. Right, and then this one. Okay. All right. So, as you begin to approach, this is like this narrow pathway up. Everything around this is like a very steep, not only difficult terrain, but also a risk of you just falling, tumbling down the mountain. However, in front of you, you do see this large monastery building with its gates closed. And you do have a feeling. Actually, if you want, you can make perception checks.
Nice flex though, guys. I see how it is.
Cut me a break. Okay, this is the first good one I've had in a while.
I wanted this roll earlier, but oh well.
Yeah. Okay, so while on the walls, because clearly there are some, you imagine that there are some potential spots that you can use to like put the defenders. You do not see anyone. You cannot shake the feeling that you are being watched. And also, regarding the things that are in front of you, also here I didn't have like a good like a map model or symbol, but here there's this like a very large statue of and also painted statue of how would you even know this type of creature? That at the first glance you would call it a tiger, but something about its aesthetics is a little bit different. And yeah, you do not hear anyone. No one calls out to you for now. The gates in front of you, which are here, are closed. What do you do? And yeah, you have this feeling that you are being watched.
Well, Success walks up to the door and announces himself. Something along the lines of the great Success is here as he, well, kicks the door.
Let's be.
It's like I'm just imagining Success trying to kick the door in, and then just nothing happening.
That's kind of what I'm expecting, since nothing seems to be happening after my dramatic reveal. That I walked up to the door.
Yeah, what happens? I'm gonna say like check this around here. That as you approach and kick the door, it doesn't even budge. This is like a very sturdy, possibly like magically enhanced gate that it can withstand a siege. However, from the right and behind of you, from the direction where this statue was, you hear a deep, slightly animalistic voice that still speaks in common. Refrain from doing that, guests. And as you turn around, you see that this giant statue is not a statue.
Ton, ton, ton.
It's a doggy.
Yes. Success turn and looks indignant. What? I'll announce my name as much as I want.
I am Azrak.
Yes. Well, do you have anything to say? What's your name?
State your purpose for visiting this place. Be warned that should you prove to be evildoers, I will show you no mercy.
Evildoers? You're the one who hasn't even introduced himself.
Carrots and eggs. One does not equal the other. Little green one.
You're
Seek
certainly...
allies and resources to use against the one that calls himself the Wishmaster.
The beings inside do not wish to wage war. They hide here to escape it.
Well, if we found you, then they will probably find you, considering we heard them talking about you. Well, you, no, temple, this place, probably.
And should they come, they will die. By my hand, or by those that you probably do not see. But if you really must know, I am the guardian of this place. I have been summoned here to protect, to repay the debt that the masters of this monastery not that they were debted to him, but the other way around, but I can't find a way to like properly say it.
Yeah, anyway. See, that wasn't so hard.
So you're saying you can kill anyone that comes here with ill intent?
Of course.
What if they prove stronger than yourself?
Yeah, you don't look as scary as the dragon. Mm.
Oh, should I offer a demonstration?
I doubt
Fair.
at this point we would put up a fight. However, they have many multiples of powerful forces on their side.
Well, summons like you, well, smaller than you, probably do. Mm.
As my little green companion here has said, the dragon is of special note. It is far larger than you.
Deception? Or...
Isn't it? I thought you said, like, because this thing is...
I mean,
Would that be
sure, if you
gargantuan?
like go with like actual physical thing, because technically like this is like 20 by 20. And the dragon, like in terms of token size, the dragon is like 25 by 25.
So
But okay,
yeah,
never mind.
bigger.
It's
So it
slightly
is bigger than him.
Mm-hmm.
And he leans back again. I hear the beast you speak of. I will do my best, as my duty dictates, as I was summoned to do so. They have not yet attacked, then perhaps they know that trying yourselves against a Fu Guardian is not an easy task. But who are you? Your names do not give me much, nor your intent. While, and I believe your intent is truthful, so he will not. We don't need to roll bluffer and perception. But really, who are you besides your names? From where do you hail? You are. Huh. Not someone's, I would imagine, come from these lands.
Success starts his introduction. Success. First, I entered on the Euro Moonlight and start rambling up a bunch of nonsensical titles, eventually arriving to working underneath the. What would they call again? Eternal Wanderers. Yes, that's the name. Mm-hmm.
Zix is gonna receive a slight slap on the head.
Like, while he's doing
When-
that, I'll just be like looking at how to open the door.
when Corin feels like Zixus is just like getting a little bit off point, he's gonna just give Zixus a little bit of a slap on the head just to get him to focus.
It's like, what? Okay, fine. Like, that guy works for the Eternal Wanderers, and maybe me too.
At least it's better than what my character's thinking.
Mhm.
If others are still trying, the Iwan will lean forward again and say, "The entrance will not be granted until I deem it so."
Yeah,
So, the little green one spoke much about his own. Do you share the similar allegiance?
I mean, we could all just go in depth into our backstories. This guy.
It's time.
Just literally the most words Azrak's ever spoken the entire campaign and ever will.
We need to have the beast say, "Well, you all speak much, but say little eventually."
No, but yes,
Yeah, this
I
was a
too-
whole lot of nothing.
we all work for the Eternal Wanderers, yes.
Huh. Wonders. Why this name is familiar?
It is an old one. A proud one. Mr. Grinch.
Yeah. One of the few summons that actually has no fucking rank in any knowledge.
So why does the sun familiar? No, wait, it doesn't. Fuck you.
Just say it like a piece of paper looks official. I guess we're a real group.
John and Cran.
We can't afford crowns. We just bleed Zixus and use his blood for ink.
No, we afford crayons, but we just eat them all. We're Marines, thank you very much. I mean, what?
Mm-hmm.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Harump.
Okay, yeah. He's like, yeah, exactly, like for a moment. Perhaps if someone else was here. Very well, you seem truthful enough. But be warned, should you... Actually, who was leading the efforts? Zixos, you can make me... Just to see how the, like, over the course of this talk, like, how the general disposition of this creature has changed towards you. So you can make a diplomacy roll if anyone wants to assist. Azrak, perhaps because he also, like, was talking, so...
Sure.
But from the way the scene played, Zixos seemed to like, yeah, well, lead the effort.
Yeah,
So we need diplomacy.
I have -2, that's the problem. So
Yeah,
he's a
but-
bit too over-eager for his own good.
You were the one like talking the match, so
Yeah, that's how it goes. Mm-hmm.
so I think the way I'm gonna play it, that Ivan looks between Zixos and Azrak. Looking at Zixos, he like harums, like then looks at Azrak. You, Azrak, ensure that this one holds his enthusiasm when speaking with the elder. He is one to be given proper respect. And be warned that while I will be staying at the front, no corridor of this place will save you from me, should you prove to be unruly guests. Am I clear?
Green.
No, you are actually quite opaque. I cannot see through you.
Success grumbles something that sounds like a yes under his breath.
However, if you're meaning the words, yes, I understand the meaning of your words.
Irritate. He grumbles to himself in... Actually, what the languages I gave him? Actually, he grumbles in Celestial, which I think Zixos will be able to understand. Actually, does anyone else speak Celestial?
A good question.
Negative.
Nope.
Nope.
For now, he spoke to him, but in Celestial, he like grumbles to himself, and Zixos picks up that the humor of mortals. How irritating. Then he lifts his palm, and you feel this wave of energy. The gate seems to like there's like a glint of light And then, yeah, I was a lazy bitch and didn't finish the entire inwards with dynamic light, so
It's fine. It's
sorry,
fine.
not gonna bother with that. Also, apart from the tokens, you'll be able to see there are more inhabitants of this place, but again, didn't have time to like fully properly figure out how the place would be filled in. But yeah, the pathway forward opens.
For glory.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Can't stop, won't stop. Charge.
And then that was the end of Zixus.
You guys just see a flash of light and success is burned to a crisp. Assassination! You fool! You let me into your palace, assassin!
My Welsh Shinderu.
He just fucking cuts his head off, you fool!
Not
Uh,
hmm
Again, you really underestimate the.
Yes, that's the point.
I mean,
Oh,
really,
That's the worst that'll happen.
the moment you will be like around here with hostile intent, the
Anyway, we're just memeing. We all walk forward.
Ivan will be on top of your ass. So, what do you notice is that there is a very eclectic bunch in these hallways. Apart from what you imagine are typical monks, clean, bald shaven, with robes. There are also beings that you can, I think, the very best word I can use in this case, that look like refugees, like people that escaped from something and they use this place as a means of protecting themselves, of hiding from the danger, of weathering the storm. And yeah, as you like step in, you can make me knowledge planes check regarding the bunch of beings that are being present here. Anyone else?
Okay, let's have a roll and see what we get.
Alright. Come on, sheet. I got faith in you. Sounds about right.
Okay, so for those who rolled below 10, the only thing I can tell that the beings to the left are humanoids. Kinda looking similar to humans, however the distinct feature that they have is that they have feathered wings strapped to their backs. However, the beings on the right, they are... their forms are live and androgynous, with pointed ears, glowing green eyes, and you notice that on each of their slender hands they have 6 fingers. Axrak, due to your allegiance and the knowledge regarding the, I think, infernal powers that you serve, or abyssal. I think infernal is the...
That changed when I rebuilt.
Okay.
My secret society is basically Fight Club now.
Okay.
And basically the secret is that it was founded by a drunk. That we're not supposed to tell anyone.
Very amusing.
Alright.
The first rule about Fight Club is don't tell people about Fight Club. The second rule about Fight Club is if someone wants to learn about Fight Club, you tell them about Fight Club.
Okay. Okay, so the background is slightly different. That this is not because of your background, but perhaps you just remember that bit of information. You are aware that these guys on the left are Asimars.
Ah.
And what is perhaps more alarming from what you know, these guys on the right are Fae. Specifically, these are the Fae belonging to Wild Hunt.
Ooh.
And from what you know about Wild Hunt, it makes absolutely no fucking sense that they are just idly sitting around here, hiding from something. And yeah, at the front you see older gentleman that is meditating in front of the statue, gently humming. He seems, I would say he's not like a human, but he's the, oh my god, what's the Pathfinder? The Tieren, the oriental subtype of human. I don't recall what the exact name. Tian, sorry, Tian. However, as he hears the footsteps of new arrivals, and obviously the moment the gate opened, it also like there's like a loud clank echoing throughout the monastery. He will not rise from his size up position, but he will turn around and still looking very serene and focused. He will look at the approaching party.
Well, yes, this is us. What are we here for again? Success whispers to Astrak.
I thought you know.
Start sweating.
God, it's been 2 weeks. I don't remember.
Out of character, I know, but I'll see if any character knows in character. He
I
turns over
don't
the
care,
corner.
I don't remember. It's been 2 weeks.
I know. Turn the corner. Do you remember why we're here?
Well, if I need to quickly just bring it back. Food is quite literally just arrived. To bring it back.
Nice
Tactical.
running from the
Yeah,
question.
like
Tactical retreat.
It's like Cor. It's like get back to me in about 5 minutes.
Just start pulling out his note. Zilal?
What I do? 'Cause I was
That's the
replying to a text real quick.
That's a nice picture. Anyway, the success is asking what you were here for.
What am I here for?
What are we here for?
That is the question that we all ask. What are we here for? And for what purpose?
Nice ascending in the background. And
Is
a
your
bunch
home?
just ascend in the temple.
His maximum Zen mode. No amount of shenanigans and foolishness will break his like serenity. And any
Oh, no.
attempt at bodily harm or like touching him will result in harsh punishment.
Alright. But, that's not the problem. The problem is we're looking at each other going, wait, weren't you supposed to be keeping track of why we were here? Mm-hmm.
I'm still under the effects of being resurrected, so my brain's still foggy. That's
I'm
my
back.
reason.
It's already
We
been
haven't
several
forgotten
hours.
No, the team is just looking at each other. Everyone has no idea why we're here. And the
I'm sure,
monkey's ignoring.
I'm sure that we'd IC'ly remember, but I can't remember.
I mean, we were from out of character. I think we were here to trying to find allies, other people who can do it. But I'm enjoying the fact that nobody in character or out of character seems to remember. Oh no!
Why are you here? Well, I just kind of BS'd the whole part about finding allies.
If nobody else is going to answer, Corin will say that we seek allies and assistance for our expedition here.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting opening. Obviously, his voice is older. He speaks slightly slow, but I
Yes, that's fine.
don't have. But please, we should not scream over the entire hallway. Come closer, please. Sit. And some servant without a token starts preparing very like basic Spartan like sitting mats or like fuck, what's the word?
Just food, or you want
Cushions.
like seat?
Like small basic cushions, but well made by basic and like small goddamn, my fucking brain today is like melting in terms of words.
Oh,
I like
no.
the zigzagging, by the way, Julius, for some reason.
And small trays. Again, nothing here is like screaming rich. Like there's no like very high quality material, but it's clear that everything here was made with like craftsmanship and like proper care and heart. So like being given, I would imagine, if anything, it would be like probably like that. That around the like small table with trays of little bit of food and tea, obviously, taken from the herbs that they grown themselves. And with this, well, now that the welcoming gift has been given, yeah, the others, they give like a little bit of room. However, they do take notice of the new arrivals. The elder will begin. Now that all of you have received a wear shirt, that we shared tea and food, allow me to introduce myself. I am the elder of this monastery, Hie Shung Lao. It is a pleasure to meet beings that didn't fall to the madness that ravages these lands. May I hear your names?
Oh, well, I heard it before, but let's hear it again. Success first, master on the Yormund. He just starts this entire thing again. I'm not gonna say it out loud because it's much funnier when short.
I have this mental image that suddenly, as Zixos is saying anything beyond his name, suddenly there's like this small crack. Like, you know, in Avengers, there's this like circle of like small portal opening. Or rather, there's this like spectral giant fucking paw of Iwan just appearing out of nowhere and clamping over Zixos' mouth. And when he starts speaking, the paw disappears.
Yeah, it's pretty much his master trying to tell him to shut up.
Oh no.
He maintains, as I said, absolute zen, but there's like when this happens, there's like a small twinkle in his eyes. So
Alright.
everyone else follows suit.
Everyone else? How about you, Zilal? Do you do it?
Oh, I was waiting more to see what Zach's character was gonna say.
I passed the ball to someone else.
Really putting that play in roleplay, guys.
I had my style.